Peace, family. We are building strong. In today's video, let's talk about what the fuck is going on. So, we have automatons walking around. We have people who are automated. We have people who are captured from the mind state. Okay? How were they captured? Well, my best bet was through the avenues of deciding how people see themselves, deciding how people see God, and deciding how people see themselves in the sense of a group. How do they look at one another? All of these things have been controlled, they've been organized, they've been reorganized by the powers that used to be from yesterday's. And right now, most people who have not yet allowed themselves to find that secret seat in their own soul where they are, they think that they've become this body. So there's a lot of different concepts we have to speak on to get somebody from my name is John Doe to I know who I am. It's a lot of different roadblocks that's already been placed for you by the unseen establishment that used to be. And if you focus on them, you will not see yourself. So, to make this clearer, from the standpoint of observing Christianity, which I was born into, I'm able to understand how they taught, okay? How they taught, because you have to understand that standing in a space of being knowledgeable, in order for you to disseminate your knowledge, you must package, present, and distribute. If I'm standing in understanding, I must break it down to become understanding. If I'm standing in the knowledge, I have to break it down into understanding. So I have to disseminate it, right? So, well, how did they get knowledge if they're the ones giving it out? Well, if you do some research, we could look in ancient Egyptian times, and we can see how the formation of God in a white image was fostered through the care of what we felt at the time was assisting man become God. So we gave them the knowledge. For an example, let's just say we build cars, right? We build four-wheel drives and shit. Y'all niggas out here walking and crawling. Oh, you see these homos out here walking? Let's get them a car, bro. They should know that they have car. You know what I'm saying? They should know that. Why don't they know? Let's teach them. So we teach these niggas how to use the brakes. We teach these niggas how to use the full four-wheel drive. We teach them how to do the reverse. We teach them how to do changing tires. We teach them the oils and the oil changes and shit. And then 2,000 years go by and they flip the script. What do? They reorganize the information that was given so that it looks like it's theirs. Now they beat the Christ out of man. That's what they do. Christ died inside of us. We watch the brutalizing of someone else. We watch the brutalizing of our leader, of our fellow tribe. Then our own spirit is beaten down because we are observing this. See, the whole world, even though it seems like I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me, I'm talking to myself, because I'm allowing God to use me right now. And God is one. So as we saw ourselves being beaten, we were allowing ourselves to be beaten. We were allowing ourselves to be mutilated in this way. And this is the fall of Christ. They say the fall of Christ only happens in the story and this is it. And he was walking and carrying his own cross with two thieves and this and that. That is symbology to the essence that actually took place within the realm of spirit, which is our realm, our true realm, where we naturally perceive things. We've only come into this physical realm to now count money and coins and shit because we left that realm first. We were beaten out of that realm. We were stolen from our own land in the sense. Now, if you make that stolen from our land in a plain way, that's like, oh, I'm supposed to be in California and I was taken from there. That is also a physical observation of that statement. But if you make a spiritual observation of that same statement, taken from our land, what is land? Well, if you look at an English dictionary, if you look at a white man's dictionary, land is what you see outside. But that's not the first. That is not the last. You understand? So that is not the right one. That is their perception of land. The first one is the spiritual realm, which is the land. That's where we were taken from. We were taken from our perception to now feel out life with the body. We weren't naturally doing that. We already had control over the body because we were in power in the spirit. You understand? So when Christ now rises, how's that going to happen? How's that going to happen? Well, it's definitely not going to happen the way they said it's going to happen because they only have half story all the time. So we can't never say, oh, Jesus Christ is going to come back through the clouds. Now, this is physical observations here because I'm going to turn it into a spiritual observation so you can understand. If we were to be looking around for some shit in the physical to do it for us, we would be finding Bill Gates, bitch. We'll be finding these sick old ass white people who have their own plans and you're part of it. That's who you waiting on? Oh, better believe he's on the way too. He's going to knock, knock. Who's there? Vaccine. You understand? So their story is not ours. So therefore, the remodeling of our story is not ours, although there's some. You understand? Because the true realizing or the true revisiting of Christ is going to rise within who's listening to this right now. It's going to rise within the individual because Christ was not given to a man. Christ was given to men as God's sons and daughters. So we are the Christ that is rising. And it's not a man from the sky with a robe who's going to come down here and get a job 9 to 5. You understand? It's the spirit of divinity that arises in the man. And this is how we understand Christ. So the Bible explains that there was nothing made that was made. And I have to get you all the exact scripture before y'all try to chew in my comments because I'm not about the business. Hold on. I'm going to break this shit down for y'all. Watch this. See, I'm trying to show y'all the physical representation that they have given us is only due to a lack of spiritual insight, which they were not given genetically. So naturally, they're not going to be able to see everything. So us asking them means we're going to be blind forever. Blind leading the blind. It's not about if you can see, y'all. It's not about this sight. It's about the higher sight. It's about the mind's eye sight. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. So John 1:3, through him all things were made. Without him, nothing was made that has been made. So what the hell does that mean? Because this is how these niggas be doing this shit. They talking these kind of things. Nobody knows what they talking about. We just say, hallelujah, I receive it, praise God, and go home. Bullshit. Let's understand this. Through him, all things were made. Now, we are talking about a man made. We are not talking about God made. When you talk about God made, you're talking about a black man. You're talking about a black woman. You're talking about nature. You're talking about trees. Shit that don't have no patent. That's God made. All right? This man made. So let's understand what he's talking about. He says, through him, all things were made. Without him, nothing was made that has been made. What is he referring to? Is he referring to a man? No. Because in another translation, it'll say God created everything through him. So what is the him that God is using? Well, if you understand our own physiology as black individuals, you know that our mind's eye, our pineal gland, all right, articulates the energy of light into digestible symbols, sounds, or images. See, in church they'll say, "Oh, she's a seer," or over here, "Oh, that person's a prophet." What are they receiving? What are they receiving? Text message? What are they receiving? Fucking email? No, it's coming through the mind. It's coming through the mind. They have called this imagination station, this amazing imagination station, they have called this Jesus Christ. This is what they've called Jesus Christ. Your ability to formulate image in mind, your mind's eye. Why? Because they just said nothing was made that was ever made unless it was made through him. Well, how the fuck do you make a chair? You imagine a chair. Oh, what if we didn't have to fucking stand all day, bro? What the fuck, man? I just want to sit here on the floor. Or what if you didn't have to sit all the way that low? They use a fucking mind and imagine. So that's the reason why Jesus Christ is here right now. It's the power in your mind if you're using it. The Bible also says that the Lord does both evil and good. The Lord, which is also sometimes symbolically illustrated as law, because the world is unseen, then it becomes seen. That's the fucking law. How the fuck do you build some shit? You imagine the shit being built first. You're gonna build a house? Well, you might need to sketch it in another dimension on the motherfucking paper first. You understand? This is the mind right here. In the same way I'm gonna sketch and diagram my vision on a paper is the same way I'm gonna sketch and organize my vision for the building. You understand? It starts in the mind first. So for people who are waiting on somebody else, you're not gonna get anywhere. That's just the first part about it. The second part is you have to start understanding that when the Bible illustrates that God does both good and evil, y'all make that shit like, oh, we can accept the bullshit happening to us because God does both good and evil. Well, if you're utilizing your God, if you're utilizing your powerful imagination, if you're utilizing your majestic nature, if you're using yours, then you can actually see something different in its reality. We're not doing that. All of our leaders are not doing that. What are they doing? Well, they're actually following the rules that somebody else wrote. And that nigga can't even see. Blind following the blind. Now we're following these niggas? Okay, so I guess we know where we're going. I guess we know where we're going. I guess we know where we're going. We're all gonna fucking fly into a dungeon and follow these dumbasses. Excuse me, they're not dumbasses. They are misguided. That's more healthy for this conversation and for the energy that's this video is going to be portraying in the future. So, whoo! You have to understand it. You have to understand it. You have to understand it. We are talking about two things, but we're asking the wrong person to tell us what it is. See? We don't even trust our own people. We call what our people do evil based upon the perspective of the person who's illustrated what they have seen. So, for a simple term, for everybody who's watching, there's a concept of witchcraft people get spooked about when y'all forget that there's a positive and negative to everything. So, if the white man calls something that he's seeing witchcraft, it must be bad to him. It must be bad to him. So, why the fuck is it bad to us? He's not our friend. How can your master and servant have the same God? So we're demonized out of our power to create. We're demonized out of our power to create. And we expect that another man is going to do the creation that we envision in our mind every day. That we get one time, two time, three time. Here goes a great idea. I was in an amazing space vibrationally. This idea came to me and I said, I can't do that. Or I said some bullshit that doesn't even align with the nature of God that I am. Because I don't know who I am. I think I'm John Doe. I think I'm Joe Blow. So, I don't even know why I made this video, honestly. I just know that in John 1 verse 3 say, God created everything through him, and nothing was created except through him. The him that they're referring to is your powerful, ever-present, ever-consistent, transforming, monumental power of your mind. So if you can't imagine, imagine that you can imagine. See, the door's open when you have the keys. But they try to tell us that we're supposed to be locked away for free. We give our shit away for nothing. What the fuck? We just give our shit away? Not today. Not today. Not today. So, I don't even know what this mystery is about now because I think we just figured it out. We're waiting on ourselves. We're waiting on ourselves to see the light of God inside of us and to trust that light. That's what we're doing. When they say, give your life to Christ, you can't say you give your life to Christ and deny every idea that comes into your mind to transform your own life, to transform the life of your people around you, your environment, the state of your mindset, the state of the mindset of people around you. How the fuck? So a lot of people are living backwards, and the worst part about this is it takes time to unlearn before you relearn. So we have to find a solution here, and I'm going to show y'all the solution right now. First part of the solution is to extend love to your mind by giving your mind space. Give your mind space to organize the bullshit from the truth, from the grace. See, they say it's only by grace, but they don't explain that. Because the amount of things that we fucking imagine based on TV, that's why I always tell you, I turn the fucking TV off or watch the TV with the right site. Because if they're programming you to decide on what you see in the future, they're creating the world through you right now. The fear that people are propagating with this cobalt, COVID ice cream and fucking coronavirus and Miley Cyrus and all this bullshit is causing us to add fire or fuel to their fire. So as we're afraid, that energy is channeled. That energy is utilized because we express our fear. See? See? We're the soil. We're the soil. That's why we're not supposed to be taking in everything that they say just from they said it sake. These bitches are butt ass naked, hiding behind some pretty ass fucking logos and a 60-inch plasma screen TV. They're hiding behind all this shit. And they butt ass naked and they can't do shit. They barely got nothing. You know what I'm saying? But like we're fucking bananas, jumping off our seats, afraid, not even growing our own nothing, hoping that they open shit up. Why do we want them to open shit up? For whose sake? You know what I'm saying? For whose sake? They gave out money for this shit, 1200s. Some people got 1.2 million, and there's still homeless people out here. There's still homeless people out here. You go to DC, you go to New York, there's still homeless people on the street. Watch. So what is all the money for? Y'all had money and niggas was sleeping outside? Y'all had money and we didn't actually utilize, you know what I'm saying? What's the word for this? Just more like sustainable architecture in the homes and shit. Y'all got money. We not actually utilizing Mother Earth to produce for us. We utilizing y'all motherfucking warehouses and stores and shops and shit. And we could have just been growing food in our fucking backyard. We could have just had food grown in every neighborhood this whole time. Now it's time to buckle down and grow some food. Y'all don't understand that these niggas don't work unless we're dysfunctional. So that's why they displace everything. That's why they ransack everything. Anyway, I ain't trying to make this video too long, family, because I don't even know what to call this video. Up till now, as I'm already done making a video, I don't know what this shit is. But I just know this. I'm going to leave with this. They call Jesus Christ the hope of glory. The hope of glory. So, what is glory? Let me see what they put inside of their own dictionary so I could see it. Let me see what they said I should see from the dictionary. High renown or honor won by notable achievements. Magnificence or great beauty. Magnificence or great beauty. Okay? Hope. Hope. Hope of magnificence. Hope of great beauty. Sounds like you're imagining some shit to me. That's what it sounds like to me. I'm not looking for nobody, bro. I found myself. What the fuck? What else? What else? So, hope, let's look for that definition. Let's see what they say we should see when we pull that up. Because you know they control the streets on the cyber shit. So let's see what they allowed us to find when we search the word hope. Because I don't take these niggas' word for it. As you can see, we create the word. That's why they wrote it for us. Look. A feeling of expectation. So we're talking about a future time frame of glory, of great manifestation, of great beauty. So we're looking forward to a future moment. We're having an expectation for a future moment of great beauty. That is Jesus Christ, the hope of glory. See? See? All that shit in Sunday to Sunday to Sunday, y'all couldn't say this in 20 minutes? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. That's too many offerings, bro. That's too many offerings. There's too many tithings for us to not even have no place where we're growing our own food. It's too much. So now what are you going to do with it? You got the bag now. Well, let's see what happens when you don't have nowhere to put it. Because I know where I'm going when the food is out, okay? You know what I'm saying? So Anyways, I ain't trying to make this video too long, dog. But look, we have to understand that we're not learning to be taught. We're not learning to be taught, y'all. We're learning to remember. Because these motherfuckers got half the story, and we were trained to do math. So I know the whole, bitch. I can see the whole based on what you got. You feel me? But anyways, I'm going to continue this in another time frame. I'm wishing you well. I'm sending you joy, and I'm sending you clarity so that you can find this information in your own language, so that you can find this information in your own understanding. You won't need to take it from nobody else. You just see it and know what you see for yourself, because you know what's real, because real recognize you too. So anyways, y'all, I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Peace.